Okay, so there's some who still don't understand what digital ID is all going to encompass. I have a whole map out here of everything that digital ID will entail. But before we get there, let me go through the 3 rules of totalitarian control, okay? Because digital ID is leading to totalitarian control, all right? So the first rule is every power that government takes from us, it will never relinquish control voluntarily, ever, okay? Every power that they take from us, they will ultimately abuse to the maximum extent possible. We know this. You know that when you give the government an inch, they take a mile to 5 to 10 miles. The third one, nobody in history has ever complied their way out of totalitarian control. You have to resist, you have to not comply. And now here's a breakdown of everything going on with digital ID, okay? This is why digital ID is important. All right, so I'll just take down this first section right here. So we got digital ID, everything springs off of digital ID. All right, your first one is going to be all identity and biometrics. Your name, your date of birth, your gender, your social security number, your citizenship, facial recognition and fingerprinting, iris and retina scan, voice print, your gait, how you walk, and your behavioral biometrics, okay? Location and behavior, you will always be tracked. Your GPS location trails, historical and real time, travel history, mobility patterns, browsing history on the web, your app usage, your purchase and transaction behaviors. Are you buying something that isn't allowed? Are you buying a gun? Are you buying ammo? Are you buying too much meat? This can be controlled. Your health and medical records, right? Your electronic health records, your immunization and vaccine records, your prescriptions, lab results, health credentials, your immunity certificates, government and civil records, your driver's license, birth certificate, passport, voter registration, immigration and visa status, court records, criminal records. Everything will be tied to your digital ID. Access and permissions, building access, whether you can get in and out of a building with a digital ID, right? Even a grocery store. Some of the biggest grocery stores are owned by the largest corporations, and they will comply with this. Age, gating restrictions, eligibility for services, employment access. Remember Keir Starmer, you will not be able to work or have a job unless you have digital ID, employment access. All of your online accounts, your usernames, passwords, keys, your emails, your single sign-on tokens, your phone numbers, your multi-factor authentications, your financial and economic records, your bank accounts, your payment methods, your tax records, benefits and subsidy eligibility, digital wallets, blockchain anchors, your loans, your credit score, your transaction history, educational and professional, your diplomas, transcripts, your professional licenses, your certifications, your employment history, your background check, your LLCs, your contracts, your e-signatures, and your notarizations. Down here, it gets even more important, just like China, your social credit, all right, your risk scores, your trust and reputation metrics, your aggregated profiles built by analytics, your peer-to-peer rating system, and your corporation and business rating system on you. So corporations and businesses will be able to rate you, so will your own peers be able to rate you. Social credit, just like Yelp, you'll be the product. You'll have your 5-star review of who you are. Okay, that's great, Nathan. It's gonna make my life easier. That's what you're gonna say. It's gonna make my life easier. Everything is under one digital ID. How many data breaches have you read about in the last 10 years? So all of a sudden, you're gonna put everything that you are, all your records, all your certifications, all your identity, your tracking, everything is now going to be exposed to be able to be hacked. And then they can shut down access to any of these things for you if you don't comply with the regime of the day. If they go back to the whole green thing and say you can only eat X amount of meat a week, you go to the store, they will deny you access for your meat purchase. Same thing for gasoline. Maybe you have an old truck, all right? You can only get so much diesel per week because that's what they allot you. And then if you're not complying, maybe you haven't gotten your vaccines, you haven't been updated on your vaccine record. Well, they'll shut you down for health access. This is what's happening. This is the plan. And don't believe any positive thing they tell you about this. Okay, somebody once asked me, okay, well, they said all this stuff about Social Security when it came out. I said, great point. When Social Security came out, the promise from the government was your Social Security number would only be used for your Social Security. Look how far that went. Today, you need your Social Security number to hook up your electric service, to get a cell phone service. You need your social security at your doctor's office. You need your social security number for everything. Everybody asks for it. Goes back to, once they take power from you, they will never relinquish control voluntarily. They will abuse it to the maximum extent possible, and you can never comply your way out of it. You can never comply your way to freedom. So recognize this now. Determine what you're going to do. I'm going to do a series of these videos about digital ID, the path to it, how it started back in 2004 from the 9/11 Commission, where it's headed, and my predictions for who's actually going to start rolling this out. It's very much like the old saying of boiling a frog in water. The heat is up. We're the frogs. It is beyond hot tub temperature right now. It is getting real hot. You're not recognizing it because it's been a slow roll for the last couple decades. But it is getting super hot right now, and it will get to a boil here very soon in the near future. This gives them total control. And who is them? Who is they? It is the billionaires, the morbidly wealthy, the 13 bloodline families, the handful of corporations and entities that own pretty much everything in this country. Your BlackRock, your Vanguard, your State Street. This gives them total control. And if you're partisan, it doesn't matter. Whatever regime is in power is going to abuse this to the maximum extent possible. This is what we're fighting against. This is what is going to be rolling out. Follow along for more.